Hey guys, I have your questions on my phone. The first one is, as a bookkeeper with your own business, would you recommend hiring an accountant? And my answer to this is probably, it depends on how complex your business is. I'm pretty sure that either the first 1 or 2 years that I had a bookkeeping business, I did my own taxes using something like TurboTax. But since then, I have always used an accountant. As time goes on for me and probably for you, your finances tend to get a little more complicated. So I've mentioned before, my husband owns a business and I own a business. We own a house. I guess at some point I just felt more comfortable having a professional do it. And just to clarify, a bookkeeper, not all bookkeepers are tax preparers. So those two things are related, but I have a couple videos about being a tax preparer if you're interested in that. But I do have a separate accountant that does my taxes, and they do both of our business taxes and our personal taxes. So I would recommend it after, you're going for a few years. All right, next person asks, basically, do I have problems with QuickBooks where I need to call customer support? Not really. Sometimes if you read forums, there's a lot of people complaining about QuickBooks and their customer service. I actually have a video about how to get better customer service from QuickBooks. One of the things is to be a QuickBooks Online ProAdvisor, so you take the test and then you get little benefits from that. But overall, I feel like it's normal. Sometimes my bank goes down, sometimes QuickBooks goes down. There's little problems here and there, or I've had to call them before. Usually it's when setting up a client or trying to merge two clients or something, but overall I've been very happy with them and their service. So I do not have any complaints personally. Let us know in the comments if you do. All right, this person asks, where can I get hands-on experience as a bookkeeper? I do think I have a video on this. I'm gonna mention other videos I have just so I'm not because if you want to dive into that topic more, you might want to go watch the full video on it. But to get hands-on experience, there is a QuickBooks sample company for free. If you have QuickBooks Online Accountant, you just go to the gear and you can go to the sample company. What I did when I got started and I wanted some experience was I went to my friends who had small businesses and I told them that I would do their bookkeeping for free. And I do have a video all about the advantages to working for free. You may or may not like that idea depending on where you're at in your life. Another idea might be the QuickBooks Gym, I think it's called. So my friend Margie has a program where you can it's a call that you can go in and ask questions, I believe. I'm gonna do a little more research on that, but I will leave Margie's info in the description box. All right, and this question was on my video about QuickBooks Ledger. So the question is, if you have a client in Ledger and then a client in just a regular file or a different version of QuickBooks, can you see them all together? And the answer is yes. So in QuickBooks Online Accountant, if you go to the clients section, you can see all your clients there, and that would include Ledger clients as well. Next one is, does my paid course offer guidelines for pricing? It does. So I have two classes, one's cheaper, one's more expensive. The first one is how to start your bookkeeping business. I do have a bit about pricing in there. And then the second one is about marketing. And so I have a whole onboarding section, and in there it talks about pricing and how I charge hourly at the beginning, and then I go to fixed rate pricing. So there's probably a 10 to 12 minute video with a little, slideshow in there specifically about pricing, and then some other stuff about negotiating the best price. If you have more questions about any of my classes, there's a whole section on my website, or you can email me. The email is hello@finepoints.biz. All right, and a related question is, they said they got their ProAdvisor certification, but I'm not ready to start my business. Which training do I recommend? So first of all, good job getting started with that ProAdvisor certification. That is the free certification through QuickBooks that teaches you about their software, QuickBooks, and you get a certification for that. From there, you have a lot of options, don't you? It's kind of overwhelming. So I have a chart that talks about the prices and pros and cons about a lot of the popular trainings that are out there. I would decide on your personality and your budget. Are you someone that really wants an all-encompassing, comprehensive program with lots of help? And if so, you're going to spend a little bit more money. In that case, I would recommend Bookkeeper Launch. If you do not have the budget for that and you just want to do more a la carte training, or self-taught a little bit more, I have those classes you can look at. The cheapest one's $150, so that is a lot lower starting price. You can also look into local community colleges or online colleges. That's what I did when I started. I took a class for probably around $150, and that was a good start. It didn't teach me how to run my own business as a bookkeeper. That's kind of the differentiation you get with a class like Bookkeeper Launch. And that is linked in the description box. It does support my channel if you use my link, if I'm the one that told you about it. But I promise you, I would not recommend it if I didn't believe in that program wholeheartedly. And if you want my full review, I do have a video about that. even people in the comments are commenting that that was a good decision to take that class. So hopefully you know I am genuine about that. All right, can client work be managed through the QuickBooks mobile app? I can't seem to find an answer to this question. I'm sorry, I don't have the answer to this question either. So QuickBooks Online has an app on your phone. It's my understanding that you can do anything on there that you need to, especially if your client isn't terribly complex. So I would guess yes. Let us know in the comments if you guys know otherwise, if there's like limitations of the mobile app. I didn't actually research that ahead of this video, but I thought that was an interesting question. Actually, 2 people asked that, like, can you be a bookkeeper just from your phone? I think we're heading in that direction, so I'm going with yes. All right, and this one was kind of funny. So I have a day in the life video. The thumbnail says busy bookkeeper, and on it I'm going through this box of receipts or paperwork. And so the person said like they were kind of surprised to see that I just had a box of paper and things weren't more secure. And this person is right. I don't really recommend just having like boxes of paperwork or stuff sitting around. I guess I would liken a box of receipts to a filing cabinet, like an unlocked filing cabinet. And so I don't believe there's really rules on security for receipts. Even bank statements, they might have your bank account number, but like I worked for a doctor's office once as a bookkeeper and they have really strict HIPAA laws. So in that case, you need to have 2 locks and everything. So like maybe for a home office, you would lock your office door and then it would be in a locked filing cabinet. So yeah, I guess I'm still working on tweaking my personal systems for that as well, even 10 years later. And you know, different businesses have different strengths and weaknesses. I have a video about security for bookkeepers. It focuses a little bit more on online security. And I guess that's kind of like my answer to this question is most of the stuff that I'm dealing with is online. So usually I wouldn't even have like a paper copy of a bank statement, for example. And I've said before, I don't like to deal with receipts. So usually I let the clients file their receipts on site. So I agree with you, but I don't see it as a disastrous problem, I guess, is the answer. Okay, and this person is from Canada. I actually kind of purposely included these 3 questions that I don't really know the answer to. I don't know why, just to demonstrate, I guess, that we're all in it together, we're all figuring it out. If you don't have it all figured out, you can still be a bookkeeper. Or like for this person in Canada, so here's their question: how to determine how much of a receipt is a tip. So if there's a restaurant, because in Canada, this person says tips are not tax deductible. So first of all, this is quite interesting to me. I actually had to like second guess. I was like, wait, do I need to like separate out tips? So I quickly Googled it and it did say in the US, tips are a tax write-off. They're like part of the meal basically. So what I would recommend to this person is they find a group, probably a Facebook group is the easiest, specifically for bookkeepers in Canada. And then someone probably has a really good way to do this, to separate out the tips. One thing you could do is you could just like ask your client and you know, you could be like, do you always leave a 20% tip? Then you could just go into the transaction, split it, and then you could split out 20%, put that dollar amount into the tips category, and then the rest of the meal would be deductible into the meals category. But I don't know, I just found that one pretty interesting. All right, and this person asked a question on my video about quitting your 9-to-5 job and doing bookkeeping as a side hustle, which is an amazing one. And I think there's actually 2 other questions in this genre. But their question is, if they're working full-time, how to speak to clients like on the phone. And I think you're just gonna have to be creative with this. You can do exclusively over email possibly. You can send something like Marco Polos or voice messages or voice calls or voice recordings or whatever you call them. If you need to do a screen record, you can use something like Loom. If you're like teaching them like, this is how you do this thing in QuickBooks, I need you to do it this way. Sometimes honestly, those things are equally or more productive than a face-to-face call. And then in the event that maybe you do need to talk to your client like a couple times a year, you could of course do it at your lunch break from your job if that's possible, or you can see if the client is flexible, maybe to do a 5 o'clock call, an 8 p.m. call, or a weekend call. And if they say, no way, I'm not flexible at all, I need to talk to you every Wednesday at 10 a.m., maybe that's just not the client that you're able to take on at this point. So that is part of the fun about having your own business, making it work for you, creating those boundaries and those rules, and talking to clients about what works. Okay, this person says, can I be a bookkeeper virtually in any state, even if you're just registered in one state? And so I did some research on this one time, and the basic answer is yes, you can be a virtual bookkeeper in anyone across the world, I would say, if you know the laws of that country and you're able to do the work sufficiently. But I think if I have my business registered in Oregon and the majority of my clients are in like a neighboring state, for example, like in Washington, then there is some kind of process for getting like registered or something in Washington. Because I think like then the state of Washington is kind of gonna wanna know what's going on. But say you're a bookkeeper, you have like 5 clients in your state in Oregon, and then you have 10 clients that are in all different states. That is not an issue as far as I know. I think you get into a problem when like a large percentage of your business is in one area. Another thing to think about is our accountant did ask us certain questions like that, like where are your clients located? So if you have a tax preparer, they might also be able to help you out with some of those really specific questions. But the very short answer is yes, you can be a virtual bookkeeper anywhere in the US. Okay, and then someone said, would this make a good retirement gig? I think so, 100%. You need to probably have a comfort with technology. If that is you, I would totally say do it. It's really flexible. You can work around your retirement schedule if you're traveling. You know, there's not hard labor or anything. So I think it would be perfect for that stage of life. And I have actually spoken with and gotten to know a few people who have some kind of disability and they became a bookkeeper because of that. Like maybe they're not able to work a 9-to-5 job because of like limitations of some kind. And so I don't know, I think that's great. And that's just yet another reason I am such a big advocate for starting a bookkeeping business. Do you need a high school diploma to become a bookkeeper? Technically, no, you do not. You don't need any training to call yourself a bookkeeper as long as you understand the work and you're able to serve your clients well. All right, and this person asked, what CRM and marketing apps do I use for my business besides QuickBooks Online? All right, I just Googled it because I always forget what the acronym stands for, but it's a customer relationship management. So it's just like a system where you communicate with your clients basically. And I don't use fancy CRMs. I use QuickBooks, of course, and they have a bit of communication and abilities to send forms and that kind of thing. And then I'll use Asana as well. I use that a little bit more internally to speak with my team. And for marketing, I started out using MailChimp because it was free for the first certain amount of clients and contacts. And then I now use a program called New Zenler. I feel like it's not as well known, but it does a really good job. It's similar to MailChimp or Teachable or those different things. And it's a pretty good value for what you get. Other than that, I use like the Google suite. I use, Google Spreadsheets, Google Slides, those type of things. And then for my website, it's hosted by Squarespace. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Definitely give this video a thumbs up because that really does help me out a lot. If you have any more questions, check my description box or my website is finepoints.biz. And my name's Morgan, if I never mentioned that. All right, I will talk to you again next week with another bookkeeper video. Take care.